Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them!
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. You're watching the Teach Them YouTube show. Intellectual,
yet stimulating.
fair, frank, and factual. This is Extra Class, streaming to the world and beyond.
You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Good night, everyone. Let me know if you're seeing me clearly. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode number 317. I trust that everybody who is in the hearing of my voice, seeing my face, you along with your family, you're doing great. For all the people who are at work on this time of the Friday night, I trust your shift will end soon. You will get a chance to be home with your family shortly. For the people who are up on the road, get home safely. For the people who are at home, ready for listen to teach about some things we have to jam down. Jam rock, Jamaica land we love. Land of food and water, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Vibes, Cartel, Buju Banton, Shelly and Fraser Price, Lane Thompson, Marcus Garvey, and some whole lot more people. Peeps, good night. There. Soon circle.
Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them! You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel. Hey, yo, hello! Like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button. Hey, yo, we always up to something. Teach them! Hey, yo, hello! Send the message and make it reach them. It's Teach Them, right here. Warlord representing.
Yes, peeps. Good night. Hope the ones them alright. We're there. You know the thing go. Big up to the ones them in the building. The ones them who been await. You see me? For all the people who are here for the first time, welcome to the stream. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. I really and truly appreciate you and your support. For the people who are there on a regular, big up on a nice, clean, decent self. You understand? Them know always up to something. Yeah, man, do it to go on you. It's a piece with there. We just get rid of some things and go with bed. You know what I mean? Because night a come. People still beat me in the comment section them after the stream. Say, yo, me chat too much and yo, the intro too long and a bag of something. You know, watch it, brother. Or sister. Argument done. You understand? I'm not tired of nobody over here. See, so you choose if you want to watch it. You know what I mean? Just come here, come sit down and complain. And just leave, man. You see over here, sir, all of vibes, as my brother they say. You see over here, sir, all of vibes, and you come here with the food. Just leave, man. Sure. Yeah, people. So make we keep moving here, sir. Yeah. There was a major drug bust, well, ganja bust, I suppose, in Portland. Initial reports from the police were modified somewhat in terms of, you know, the seizure. So I'm gonna say we can go over to this. Junior, I'm there on a broski. I go and hold it, Sir Louis. You know what things set up. Yeah, man, hope you and the family good. For a Portland shot there. See if I can find it somewhere, boy. Yeah, I think I hit this. Yeah. So police revised quantity and value of ganja seized in Portland bust. So the police have revised upwards the quantity and value of ganja seized in Bryansby, Portland on Wednesday. Now, according to the police, the drugs weighed 3,369 kilograms or 7,411.8 pounds. It has an estimated street value of $17 million. So the police had earlier indicated that the drug weighed approximately 3,000 pounds with an estimated street value of $8 million. Wow. Commanding officer for the Portland Police Division, Superintendent Dwayne Wellington, said the development is significant, isn't it? This is a massive find, and it is the largest in recent years for Portland, said Wellington. He also said it is believed that the drug was destined for Haiti. Surprise, surprise. All indications point to just that, and this is a major dent in their operations. The entire sea coast is now under scrutiny as we believe that it is a major transshipment point for drugs and guns. Wellington added. So the ganja discovery was made shortly after 9 p.m. on Wednesday when the police, acting on information, swooped down on a beach occupied by fisher folk. Businesswoman Charmaine Ming, who operates a nearby Shan Shai beach complex, said she was taken aback by the ganja find. I am still in shock as to the discovery of the drugs at that location, said Ming. I have never seen or heard of any suspicious activities taking place in this area, she said. Now, no one was arrested. No one is arrested. Well, was arrested in connection with the seizure. For the people who have been messaging me and they kind of get a little shock. Remember that the WhatsApp that I use is a business account. Normally, if you message me for the first time on that WhatsApp, you would get a auto-generated message. It's not me. Many people cuss me already and say me type a message and I see their message. If you message me and I don't reply immediately, you get an auto-generated message. One. No, I changed phones today, so even if you have messaged me from the devil was a boy and you message me again, the first time you message me, if I don't reply immediately, you will get another auto-generated message. So for the people who are confused and the people who are say, yo, teacher, send me a message and I tell me, but you soon get back to me, it's auto-generated here. As I saw the technology kind of run off like, and I mean, yeah, so if you message me, you're going to get that. So let me put that out there for the people who are watching normally message me. Or plan to message me, cause your people hard to deal with it. Well, I mean, I know how people deal with people. You understand? But me try still. So, well done to the police officer. Before we even get to the police officers, well done to those people or individual who had an idea that the shipment was being prepared and notified the police. And as such, the police were able to intercept and to seize the drugs that is believed was destined for Haiti. And we know the situation with the drugs for gun straight and all of these things. Haiti keeps popping up in the discussion. As a matter of fact, I had something else that I wanted to share about Haiti. Let me just bring it up. I know we spoke about Sonny Man last stream, but there's a little bit more detail as to how he was apprehended that has emerged that I think is important for us to understand. Teach them. You look like you're up on the grades. No. Me up on the no sleep train. You understand? We not smoke fam. Yeah man. Big up to the ones them who enjoy that still. And if you look into yourself still and know say it probably not healthy for people them around you. You understand? So yeah. Auntie. So watch out now, peeps. Well done to the Portland police, as I said. Well done to those persons or people who provided information to the police. See Scotty. Oh lad. See, Scotty, you see, but does I say, you know, and she had tell me, say, no, me need to go eat doodle. You understand? So she said, so she get the auto message, kiss me teeth, you better go eat doodle. Why? Mama, me change your phone to them, man. So that's why. You don't have to get up in your feelings, man. You understand? So you don't behavior. And me just tell the people in the stream, say, me for go eat doodle, brother. And them always say, me a trouble you. You see your life go. You be yourself still. And how you know in the street? I want to say our family, I want to support my family them, but you say you know people still. Big up yourself. You don't feel no way about it. I could have wine as hard, so. Alright, so we're there again. As I said, we spoke at length about Sonny Man, Short Man, last stream about how he changes look to evade police and that particular look and why police keep antagonizing them and some only little things. See? So now I could talk a little bit. So wanted man, Short Man captured just before fleeing to Haiti. We know that. We spoke about that before. That is no secret. So 21-year-old, and that is part of the discussion. This man is 21. Zane and me are 92 and a half. And you understand me? So I want to be the judge. 21 versus 92 and a half. And if me trim tomorrow, me I go look like 41 and a half. You understand? So, we don't know. 21-year-old Sonny Man Shortman Walker, who was wanted by the St. James Police in connection with the murder of an American tourist, was captured in Clarendon last Wednesday by detectives attached to the Major Investigation Division (MID). Walker was implicated in the March 4th, 2020 murder of 65-year-old Theodore Walling, a retired quality control inspector of East Dartmoor Road, West Bloomfield Township in Michigan, in the United States. No reports are that about 10 a.m., an employee at a popular guest house along Sunset Boulevard in Montego Bay, where Walling was on vacation, went to his room and discovered him lying on the floor in a pool of blood. Investigators attached to the MID were summoned, and upon arrival, it was discovered that Walling had multiple stab wounds to the neck. His personal belongings were missing. Following a review of a recording from the surveillance camera at the guest house, a male figure who matched the description of Walker was seen coming from Walling's room. The police were reportedly told that the accused man was seen in the company of the tourist prior to him being found dead. Strange, this feeling I'm feeling. A manhunt was launched for Walker, but the police came up empty-handed, as persons who knew Walker well said he had fled the parish, and Walker's trail subsequently went cold. However, after 1 year on the run, Walker's luck ran out on Friday the 14th of May when he was held at the Rocky Point fishing village in Clarendon during a police operation. Now about 4 p.m. that day, a team of officers acting on intelligence that men involved in the illicit drug trade were making final preparations to sail to Haiti and held Walker in an operation. This murder suspect has managed to elude the police on numerous occasions, but the hard-working detectives at MID never gave up, and it finally paid off for them with his capture, a police officer said. The operation in Clarendon was carried out in the nick of time. Had the police waited a bit longer, Shortman would have been smuggled out of the country via the guns for drugs criminal network. So as we said, the man them a mash works, and then them take with themselves 80, splurt. I don't know what type of lifestyle standard of living is there awaiting them in Haiti, but it seems to be their retirement plan, and many of them have sought that avenue after them to follow criminally. And we have heard of Jamaicans who were wanted fleeing to Haiti, and they were killed in Haiti. Yeah. So I don't know what is the lore. What are the pull factors in Haiti that is attracting these wanted men? So I thought I would share that. Sonny Man. Said I had a strange one yesterday. Jah put an angel over me. Suspected suicide in St. Andrew. Gun seized. The police in St. Andrew are probing a suspected suicide on Leasing Avenue in Brook Valley. The deceased has been identified as 59-year-old laborer Patrick Scott. The police reported about 6:40 a.m. on Thursday. Scott was at home with a relative when he allegedly used a 9mm six-sawyer pistol to shoot himself in the head. The police were alerted, and on their arrival, the body was seen in a room with a gunshot wound. The scene was processed and the body removed to the morgue. The firearm was subsequently seized. Interesting. Good night, Miss K. Scott. So Labour decide it was time I don't know the details around the incident. We'll wait and see. Sir Marriott, night, bro. Isn't Miss K. Scott your name? Super Blacks slapped with gun charges. Some man who reportedly brandished a gun and used it to hit another in the face in Bunkers Hill, Trelawney, on Wednesday has been arrested and charged with illegal possession of firearm, assault at common law, and assault occasioning bodily harm. He has been identified as 29-year-old Kenil Walker, otherwise called Super Blacks, of Unity, Bunkers Hill, in the parish. Yes, big up yourself. Allegations are that Walker saw the complainant walking along a pathway in the community and brandished a firearm. He reportedly asked the complainant what he was doing on his turf, after which he allegedly used the firearm to hit the complainant to the face. The police said Walker was later arrested and charged. No, not Super Black the singer days. As I say Super Black the singer, I need for call him, you know. Jaja. So, boy. The man a walk, one man a custody him, asking him what was he doing on his turf. Whiskey General, big up yourself. One gun butt to him face. Jaja. No, in a recent video that I did, I spoke about this nonsense of man a fight for turf. Like, I'm asking the video, I asked the question in the video. You say you're fighting for turf. So when you win that turf now, do you get the land title? Do you get the turf title? In the event that you die, be it violently or of natural causes, is it a situation where your children inherit said turf title? Why not fight for brother? The man a fight for turf. I am happy that the next Umbre wasn't killed, and we are working on the report. We don't know. You understand? Is the information in the report. So, yeah, fight for turf. I may ask, when you win that turf fight, that turf war, do you then become a legal turf owner with a title for turf? And when your mortality expires, is it a case where your children, your family members, get to inherit said turf and title? Oh no, so no, I eat that, brother. yo, we don't do the rest of that. I don't know, sir. You understand? I don't understand. Say somebody can shed some light on that and dissect it and analyze it for me, let me get some understanding how that turf thing I work out. Because a regular me is someone a fight for turf. You understand what I say? We ask a better question. Who have the turf now that in their jail? Lawful, what go on, big bro? Hope all is well with the broski. I know you're busy most of the time, but it's always a joy when you get time for dropping on the thing. Yeah, one of the man them were there from the devil was a boy. Now him turn big man and mash up some people and some place and you're still there. Give thanks. Yeah, man. Make sure them pay the turf tax. I want to tell us them a collect tax to the turf. Extortion business. So, I don't know. But me don't know. Me can't understand it. You see me? Me can't understand. It is now a known fact that an elderly couple was murdered in Portland last week, and not long after the police announced that they had taken 3 suspects into custody, 2 males and a female, news emerged shortly after that the female was released and the 2 men were held on to. News has since emerged that the two men have also been released because their lawyer filed a habeas corpus on their behalf in the courts, and as such they were released. Marlon, I said, want to the gun. I couldn't tell you, bro. That's why I tell you, say, in them cases here, I go want the gun. But when I tell people how me I get the gun, then say, abuse the man them, sir. Abuse. So, me know, yeah, sir. Yeah, man. My dad, big up yourself, you know. But I'm all a reason with my, I think the first time I see the name, and Sir Dexter Brown, big up yourself, my brother. If you're here for the first time, well forward. You understand? If you're there about and not normally comment, big up yourself. The modded part of your name still broski. I know you're a big man, you know, but you know what I mean? I'm taller than them sometimes, you know, so I say farther than them. You see that name thing there, you probably want to look into it and adjust it still. You understand? We are sometimes influenced by the names we take on. You understand? They become more alter egos, and as such, subconsciously and consciously sometimes influence our mode of operation, modus operandi as they say. And just, you understand the modded thing there. Name Dexter Brown is a nice Christian decent name. You understand the modded part, you understand it kinda sound dark. Just big up yourself, father, bro. You understand? And big up yourself if you're new in town. You understand? Yeah, man. Sir, bro. Alright, make we move on. Male suspects in murder of Portland couple released. Yeah? The two male suspects held in relation to the murder of a couple in Portland last week have been released. Blessings, Sir, bro. Alright, I say a word, broski. They were freed from police custody following a writ of habeas corpus application filed in the Portland Parish Court by their attorney, Queen's Counsel, Peter Champini. Shortly after the application was filed and served at the police station, the men who had been in custody since the 12th of May were released. Champini had asked in court documents for the men to be freed on the basis that they were being deprived of their liberty when there was no evidence against them. A woman who was taken into custody with the men was freed last week Friday. The couple who lived in the rural community of Barracks near Manchonil, Portland, was killed on the early morning of May 12th. They are Linval Lindsay and his wife Annette Gibson Lindsay. And we know the rest of the story, see? So, Peter wave the magic one and, you know, free up two man. So they were not charged. I don't know what the police have or had on them or what the police may get on them. But there were three and now there is none. So, how them have money to get Peter? But we don't know what kind of man them be. Them two man there, or what kind of work them do. You understand? So that's the next thing. Yeah. Them good as have them thing. Man, you know what thing set up? Yeah, man. Mr. Johnson, good night. Stevenson, blessings. Eton Edwards, respect. Catfish freed of murder. I'm surviving at prison with a name like Catfish. That's strange. Catfish. To each his own. Cookie Mama, good night, Empress. 31-year-old Central Kingston laborer Dwight Leslie, also called Catfish, was freed of murder charges in the Supreme Court after his attorney, you want to tell me the name of his attorney, successfully argued that the case against his client could not stand up to scrutiny. Leslie, who since Monday had been on trial for the murder of 21-year-old Anthony Barnes on June 1, 2007, had elected to have his case tried by a judge alone without a jury. Call it a bench trial. We are learning the thing, as we go along. You understand? Prosecutors led evidence that Leslie, along with others, at 10:30 on the night of June 1, 2007, shot Barnes, killing him. According to the prosecutors, the killing was witnessed by Barnes' father, who subsequently died, but whose written statement was relied upon in the trial against Leslie. Champagny, however, at the end of the case for the prosecution, was successful in submitting to the trial judge, Justice Leighton Pusey, that the quality of the identification evidence was poor. It emerged during the trial, during cross-examination of the scene of crime witness, that the area was dark and therefore the witness's ability to see who killed his son was poor. Photographs taken of the scene supported this. Leslie had been in custody for over 9 years, awaiting trial. Why? I got so much things to say right now. Yeah. Champagne. When in doubt, seek champagne out. Teach the people. Thing not working for me. Blades and shades. I'm not sure why. Alright, so here what you do now. You see that look, there's a link pinned to the top of the comment bar. Click on it there and see if make you can get look like your money through that thing there. So Peter take over from KD, but I don't think KD was a criminal in terms of representing murder accused, if memory serves me correctly. Some I don't know. Blades and shades. Wanna hold on there. You understand? Blades and shades give me some of their money like I want it. So no hold on there. Yeah man, so Blades and shades, click a link there and see if the thing work out there. So you see me, DeAndre said the justice system is not good. That is one way of looking at it. Also another way of looking at it is that a case where the main eyewitness died and the police or the prosecution is relying on his statement, he's not there to be cross-examined. Also, remember, being acquitted don't mean you're innocent, Being acquitted means based on the court of law, there were doubts or there was reasonable doubt in this case for the judge, because it was a bench trial or if it's a jury trial, and that the evidence is not conclusive. So I guess if all of those things add up to mean that the justice system is not good, then so be it. But the things I'm not always cut and dry, as I've been trying to point out down the streams, down the months, down the years. You understand? The court of law and the court of public opinion are two different places. In the court of law is what you can prove. And I don't know how I don't know how the gentleman died, that is the father. So I don't know if he died from being sick or he was killed violently. That was not mentioned. I questioned it in my head as well. So I don't know. The person who contributed just now, Anonymous, thanks so much for the contribution. I'm most appreciative. MS, good night, Empress. You see me? Yeah, man. Oliver Marshall, blessings, bro. So I just saw the court system set up. As I said before, we have known of cases where we say a slam dunk, open and shut, man guilty, a man walk. We have known of cases where we say, yo, this a man based on some things, the man get off, boom, man gone to prison. I just saw a thing set up. Zane and thing, brother. I just the nature of things. You understand? And you have a good lawyer. And apparently the best in the business now is Peter Champagny. Them man not too lose no case about him. Him lose a one and few case, but him strike ratio is a good centre forward. You build a side. you can't use Peter to lead the line. Them man they not too miss. You understand? Them man they are kick with 2 foot and him strong in a ear as well. You understand? And him hold up play good and him can bring in the attacking midfielders and the wingers them in a game. You understand me? I say, yeah man, he's a good baller. The man they are top striker. The man they not miss. You understand? Hey Sheena, how are you, Empress? It's good to see you. Good night, Crystal. Good to see you. So I just saw a thing set up. I understand where DeAndre come from, Zane, and I not dispute the point, and there are weaknesses within the justice system. But I'm just saying that sometimes the court. So one of the things we don't understand, and I am not professing to be somebody who understands this thing fully. However, I am saying that a layman's interpretation of the law really and truly don't mean nothing most of the time, because the court of law simply operates differently from how we as the lay person see the thing, rationalize the thing, analyze the thing, because we have no legal training. You understand? So I just saw a thing go. Many cases, many people get off cases because of some simple technicalities. You understand? While people got prison on technicalities as well. So I just a dynamics of the thing. We don't may I speak for myself. I don't understand nearly enough about the court system. I am trying to learn. But what I know, and I've said this many a times, is that the court of law and the court of public opinion are two different things, two different places. Why? Because the court of public opinion is operated almost solely based on emotions, while the court of law is operated primarily on the basis of facts and what can be proven and cannot be proven in the court. And that is just my humble assessment of the situation. Ellie, Wagwan, Empress, you good? And them something there. So I don't say things there. Because the truth of the matter is that to say the justice system is weak is one, but then the same justice system where we are so weak has been responsible for thousands of convictions, thousands of men and women, thousands of that so and so, thousands of people. Let me do that. Zin, both male and female have been convicted through the same justice system. And conversely, thousands of people as well have gotten off in the same justice system. So, I don't know. It good sometime and it bad sometime, or just bad sometime. I don't know. You understand? I'm just saying that we have a couple thousand well prisoners in serving time. Is in? So, now the same justice system would have been responsible for those trials and convictions. Okay, blades and shades. I'm happy to hear that it's working. See? And the same justice system would be responsible for some people who say guilty, walk free. And some people who say innocent, find guilty. So I suppose there is that. So to say it is bad, then we are forgetting that this is the same justice system that would have led to thousands of convictions. So that's just some perspective there. You take from that perspective what you will. I'm just saying. You understand? Because as I say again, in expressing our views and our opinions, Zane, it is important that we do so from a position of balance, objectivity, and fairness. Zin? Yeah, man. A man sitting in prison for 50 years without trial. Yes, and that is wrong. That is highly flawed, and that should never happen. Zin? But you have man in a prison and serve 50 years because they were found guilty. So there is that too. You see me? So we can't forget that, you know. yes, Tamu, very, very true. Reformation is needed. And absolutely agree. Not a problem. Zine? So the justice system is flawed. And I like that. Zine, but to say the justice system is bad. It is flawed. That is just the harsh reality. It is really flawed. And as somebody said, we need some reform. We need a lot of reform, as a matter of fact. And we have spoken about many of these things in previous streams. So, yeah. So, you know, me and DeAndre just have a little sparring match as usual. You know what I think? You understand? Them man, they just talk them man in a respectful way and then they even business. You see me? So, DeAndre normally say the thing as the glass being half empty, and sometimes I see the thing as the glass being half full, and vice versa, I suppose. But I think I'm the one who normally see it more half full than DeAndre. Still, DeAndre emptiness, DeAndre I see when him see glass. The man that even realize one next half in that glass, just see part way empty. DeAndre, big up yourself, bro. You see me? And thing. Devin, big up yourself in a broski. Give thanks, man. You understand? We appreciate the facts of the man pass through. I know you watch the things them still, but we appreciate so you take the time out to pass through. Even though I promote that thing, nothing wrong with that still. You understand? You say you engage job something. So I go meds it. You know, for engage involved, you know, we know him lyrical content. See, you know, and thing. So we meant it. Shut the link on, give me to broski. You understand? Yeah, man. Peeps, Devin say man engage just drop something and it's bad. So no, check it out. After I stream though, Devin, pick up yourself, you. Respect. Where we there now? Yeah. Court of opinion is emotions and logical thinking of a situation. Court of justice is based on what can be proven. Yes, very well said. Jon Snow, Bombard, the man named Body. But winter is coming. Yes, and then they even know about that. Or them know. They not remember, man. Big up yourself, Jon Snow. You see me? Yeah, man. Whole thing up on the wall. Because they ain't send you back up there one time. They don't have last part. But never mind. Woman in custody after husband shot during tussle. Yeah. A 32-year-old woman has been taken into custody by the St. James police after her husband was shot at their home in Cornwall Court, Montego Bay on Sunday morning. So the woman's husband, who is a 42-year-old firefighter, has been hospitalized. Investigators reported that the couple had a dispute at their home when the woman took up her husband's licensed firearm and threatened to shoot herself. The husband attempted to disarm her, and this led to a tussle. The weapon was discharged, and the firefighter hit. Ah, boy. Yo, that's strange. We're living in a family. There's stories. Stranger Things. I never watch a series there, but at Jamaica we need a series, Stranger Things. That's one strange things happen about him. That me and tell you. So, couple have dispute. I don't know the nature of the dispute. Husband, licensed firearm holder. Wife got a hold of the weapon, threatened to kill herself. The husband, in attempting to disarm her, ended up being shot in the tussle that ensued. I am happy that gentleman is still alive. I am happy that the daughter was not hurt. And we see it go. Cha-cha. What would you do if your baby shoot you? So she said she was going to kill herself. I don't know how serious that argument or disagreement was that she felt the need to kill herself. She went for her husband's gun. She couldn't simply point it at him too, but she decided to kill herself. The husband decides to not kill it now, go on and try to disarm, and him end up get caught. Alright, never mind. Alvin, hey, that name they sound very familiar, Name they sound like one of the general we grew up with on my island. I don't know if I Alvin there. Which Freddie I talk about no, bro? And you think you and Freddie could make this Jamaica football team? Maybe when me did younger, but me older now. You understand? And if me, well, let me say, yeah, man, big up yourself, Alvin. So when I know, man, appreciate the support, bro. See, remember we take up the football late, and probably if we did get the exposure to the ball game early, like some man, and go through the different stages of development, maybe. Yeah, but me not know if me that good or was that good to make the team still. But me know you say team not good still. Me know that you say. Oh, remember I was Jeffrey I talk about that, bro. Yeah. We need the same justice for women who are man beater. Fair enough, yes. We don't need to go around that. You understand what I say? Yeah, sure, the board then kind of hard to set back your house, you see me? Auntie. Ramesh, big up yourself, fam. So that is a very good point yes, because you will see videos surface on social media of men beating women, and the outcry is immediate and intense. And you will see videos emerge on social media where women are beating men. There is very little outcry, and it is more a laughing thing than anything else. You understand? So it is more the man weak and him a fool, and or if you make woman a beat you, whilst if the man was seen beating the woman, you then you say the man are wicked and this and that, and so you know, donkey say the whole no level here, sir. What do you mean? Spread out the reason him remind me. Good night, Kerry. How are you, my dear auntie? Blessings, Mark. Appreciate the support. 28-year-old man charged with killing St. Ann boat captain. So a 28-year-old man has been charged with the shooting death of a boat captain in Steertown, St. Ann, earlier this month. So Devar Hickey I never see the surname, and I have been teaching for a long time, and I've seen thousands of names. And probably I may pronounce it wrong. I never know say somebody name Hickey. And you can't tell me say that pronounce different. Hickey, high key, Hickey that. I don't know say the surname the boat still. You see me? So watch you know. So Devar Hickey, alias Orion, and Etty, Etty. I don't know if I Etty or Etty. Let me put you up there, because I don't want to call the generally wrong name now, you know. Next people say teacher give man name. I don't know if it is Etty or Etty. I don't. So, Icky, Etty, Etty. Icky, Etty, Etty. Leave people business alone here. So watch out. So Devar Icky, alias Orion, and Etty or Etty, a resident of Roaring River in Steertown, has been charged with the murder of 40-year-old Oswald Smith, also from Steertown in St. Ann. So police reported that on Thursday, May 6th at about 7 p.m, Smith was shot and killed while he sat on a wall at his gate, allegedly by Hickey. The attacker then fled the scene. Following a probe, Hickey was apprehended and subsequently charged after an interview, the police said. In addition to being booked with the offense of murder, Hickey was slapped with breaches of the Law Reform, Fraudulent Transaction and Special Provisions Act, which is more popularly known as the Lottery Scamming Act. A date for his appearance in court is being finalized by the police. That go on, what go on. Alright, P. So we have a look at thing now where I find it to be very interesting. Seeing a statement or some statements that were made by the Minister of National Security, Dr. Horace Chang, also Deputy Prime Minister. And the statement was made in relation to schools in general, and the minister is of the opinion that schools have been turning out illiterates and they must stop. Interesting point. So I'm going to read. And the title says, schools must stop turning out illiterates, says Chang. Minister of National Security Dr. Horace Chang says the agencies responsible for evaluating school performance are negligent, as some schools continue to turn out illiterate students annually. Okay? Okay. Illiteracy is a big problem. Children leave school unable to read and write, and we spend millions on education. I find that when you go into the community, there's a typo in this article. When you go into the community, no one pays attention to literacy. The level of literacy and numeracy at the grade 4 level at a particular school is 20% for the past 20 years. Wow. That to me is negligence. Nobody monitors. Everybody do a back to school treat. Give a uniform to some child here and there. But the school remains the same and the results remain the same, Dr. Chang said on Tuesday. The schools must be monitored and evaluated, and if they are not performing, we have to change the law to change them. You can't have a high school in an era turning out people with no CXC subjects. No one can work, yet they have 100 staff members, a principal, and a huge physical structure. Wow. That let me read that again, because the schools must be monitored and evaluated. If they are not performing, we have to change the law to change them. You can't have a high school in an era turning out people with no CSEC subjects or CXE subjects. No one can work, yet they have 100 staff members, a principal, and a huge physical structure. Alright. So before we go any further, make we pause for a cause. And the minister is well within his rights to speak about the situation. This is not a problem. However, I feel that the minister would be best served having a discussion with the Ministry of Education and the same Ministry of Finance where the minister says spend money. Because mark your money is spent. Zin? But despite the fact that money is spent, I want to talk about the money that is misappropriated and fleeced, We're not talking about the money there. We are talking about the money that is spent. The money that is spent, is it enough to attain the requisite resources that these schools need to treat and meet the students where they are? Just a question, just asking. Zin? Is there enough vision, insight, expertise within the Ministry of Education needed for the transformation of the education system in Jamaica? It's another question. Based on the tone of the statement, Mr. Chang is levying the blame squarely at the feet of educators, principals, and teachers. What happened to the parents and the guardians? Just asking. So we just ask some questions. So let's move on. Mr. Chang said that you have students who are leaving high school without a CXE subject. But Mr. Chang is not addressing the fact that that child should never have been allowed to start high school. How do you send a child from primary school who is reading at the pre-primary stage to high school? How do you send a child from primary school who is not numerate, none at all? Then you send them into a high school system where the dictates of the curriculum is as such that the teachers have to be hammering because there are expectations and deadlines to meet, so you cannot deal with individual students all the time. Mr. Chang, now address them something, you know. How do you expect, Mr. Chang, for a child to leave primary school, can't read, numeracy no exists, and you expect that child to leave high school with CXC subjects, sir? You need to have that discussion with your friends down at the Ministry of Education and down at the Ministry of Finance, Mr. Chang. That is my humble suggestion to you, Minister. It is always easy to blame educators and to blame teachers, but many people are not remembering that these children are coming from homes where them parents can't read and write. There's nobody to help them in the formative years. There was nobody to guide them, to help to set a foundation. How much can teachers do? But the flip side of that, when you have students who mash up CXC and tear down place, educators are never mentioned. It is the students studying and the input of the parents that was responsible for these students excelling. So no teacher no get no credit. But when the thing now work, we have principal, we have 100 teacher staff, and we have big school. Mr. Chang, sir, you are having the discussion with the wrong set of people in the wrong forum. And I hope you see this, Minister. Because sometimes we speak and we don't speak from an informed position. We don't know what is going on the ground. Look here, man. Family, you have youths that come to high school where can count from 1 to 10, brother. You have youths that come to high school where can write them name, sister. You have youths that come to high school where they know them address and them born and grow there. How, under what condition did those children end up in a high school, brother? When are the parents going to take some responsibility for their children's academic life? When are they going to be held responsible? Zine? How am I, as a specialist in geography now, is going to take a child and teach that child calculating gradient when that child can't count from 1 to 10, brother? When that child don't know the difference between millimeter, centimeter, meters, kilometers. When that child don't know the first step in how to divide. How am I going to take that child and let that child know understand the processes of chemical weathering? When they hear the word hydrolysis, them last. When they hear the word chelation, them last. When they hear oxidation and hydration, them last. When they hear exfoliation and physical weathering, them last. When they hear about granular disintegration, are dead then dead. Then how do you expect me, who have a syllabus to complete, to prepare my students for external exam, to be treating with a child who cannot read, who cannot count? So it is all well and good, Mr. Minister, to say you have schools where children are leave without CXC. what was the average of those students going into that high school? Them are going there with 10 and 20. How did your minister friends allow those children to leave from primary school into a high pace, high energy, high demand environment when the system is so designed to focus on CXC? These children are going to fall through the crack. And the biggest question I want to ask before I move on. See, and I'm not like talk about them things here because you see, having been in this thing for so long, I understand the problems in the education system. I hear some people come talk more time. It get me annoyed, among other things. Mr. Chang, sir, you need to ask your friend them, why is it we have an education system where everybody is expected to do the same thing? And you would know, Dr. Chang, being a self-actualized man, that every child don't learn the same way, the same pace. That will never happen. Every youth can't get 7 CXC subject because every youth never born to be an academic genius. That youth can be the best footballer ever live, but we so design the system to say is 8 subject are bust. What about the youth who can run 8 seconds in the 100? That probably not. But you know what I say? Them youth, they want to stifle them. What about the next best piano player or the next best guitarist? On style for them people because everybody forget 8 CXC subject, including maths, English, physics, chemistry, bio, whatever. But no music, no in there, and the child is a musician at heart. Mr. Chang, do you not realize, sir, that the entire education system has failed the children of the country, sir? Again, that is just my opinion on the matter. My opinion is not facts. That's just my views. And those views have been shaped by my 12 plus years being a high school teacher. I'll leave it there. I wonder how well the students in Mr. Chang's constituency do on a yearly basis. What has Mr. Chang done over the many decades as MP to try and improve the academic performances of the children within his constituency? It would be interesting for do a research there, sister. I'm telling you. Yeah, interesting. But alright, never mind. Shall we there? I'm going to take off Sir Chang after this. And Mr. Chang, I hope you see this. So the people that normally monitor the thing for whatever purpose you monitor it for, you clip it out and send go keep. And yes, I know you there. Big up on yourself too. 15-year-old accused of accidentally shooting 6-year-old cousin now in police custody. I wish you had me for have Polly. The 15-year-old boy who is accused of accidentally shooting his 6-year-old cousin, Jadane Miller, while playing with an illegal gun Monday afternoon was handed over to the police at the Freeport station in Montego Bay, St. James. The juvenile was accompanied by his mother and his attorney, Henry McCurdy. We have no further information from the police. I think he has been charged now though, but let me just give you some stuff. See? So Jadane was shot dead in a yard at Darling Street, Harmony Town in Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland. Police report that about 2:30 p.m. on Monday, the 6-year-old was among a group of children playing when an explosion was heard. Jadane was subsequently discovered lying in a pool of blood, suffering from a gunshot wound to the back. He was taken to the Savannah Lamar Public General Hospital where he was pronounced dead. So the youngster, now in custody, then fled the scene. Deputy Superintendent in charge of operations in the Westmoreland Police Division, Adrian Hamilton, said that the parents of the 6-year-old were cooperating with the police probe. Parents of the deceased child. Boy. Statements have been recorded. Both parents of the victims have been interviewed, said DSP Hamilton. All the arrangements are in place. Well, that's different. Now, he also said that agents of the Child Protection and Family Services Agency have been informed and are actively on the ground with the community safety and security branch personnel. He added that since the start of the year, 17 juveniles in Westmoreland have been charged for major crimes including abduction, rape, grievous sexual assault, assault at common law, and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. This tells us that there are coordinated approaches that are necessary to combat the scourge. Scourge. How would I really pronounce? I've got listening. Hamilton said. That's a very good question, Dexter. Who owned the gun? How the 15-year-old get the gun? Why am I doing a yard with Pitney and play with gun? At 15, you know, still have school. Him out there farm food and I play with tool. No. Him cousin dead. You understand? And I promise you, I assure you, that the police will never find that gun. May I say it again? I assure you, I will be very, very surprised. You understand? And I would be willing to come here to say that I was wrong. I would be amazed if the police ever get a hold of that gun. So it means that that same gun is very likely going to kill somebody else in the future. How many times have we heard stories like these? Juveniles playing with guns, killing younger family members. The more things change, the more things remain the same in this place, yes, sir. Ah, boy. Wanted man killed, baby injured in shootout. The wanted man is on me, Sir Paulie, me. No, sir, first thing I see on my head big, think about this, a big head with just beard grey hair. Then that now go fit me, brother. You understand? Me take some black hair and some grey hair, but it's just full grey upon this a big head. And now go look good. And then my hair don't even really grey, and I kind of have this one goldish cut. I mean, brother, I don't know harm to me. First thing, I have one complexion, I don't even know where I get it from. Then my hair, one time, I don't even know. And when I was a child, you know, my hair did have one look rusty looking color upon one time part, like, you know, it's great out. Thank God for Jesus. You understand? Hey, I love it. I want to let Chelsea get it, but she a growth for her still. You understand? And I look on me here and the end part kind of look rusty. I say, brother, then you couldn't not take sitting. You just take everything so judge. We don't see. But alright, make me work with it. Yeah man, then job there high stress, brother. Yeah son. My head too big for too much grey here. Auntie. A wanted man was fatally shot and 2 other individuals. Well, them article are right away from. And I don't even know. A wanted man was fatally shot and 2 other individuals, including a baby, were injured during an alleged confrontation with members of the Jamaica Defence Force along Oxford Street in Kingston yesterday. The deceased has been identified as 25-year-old Shane Williams, who was wanted in connection with a murder and shooting along North Street in Kingston on Tuesday the 16th of March this year. He was also listed as a person of interest in 2 other cases of shooting along Oxford Street in Kingston in April of this year, the police said. Now, according to the police, members of the JDF were on duty at the Oxford Street and Beeston Street checkpoint when 2 armed men drove up and opened gunfire at them about 6:25 p.m. You don't say. The police said the men then opened fire indiscriminately at residents and the soldiers returned the gunfire. Williams was reportedly shot and the other 2 individuals, including the baby, were also found with gunshot wounds. The police said all 3 individuals were taken to the hospital where Williams was pronounced dead and the other 2 admitted for treatment. The matter was reported to the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDICOM. But then, man, based on the report, because I can only walk on the report, walk off of the report, because I wasn't there like. Then the man them drive up on one checkpoint with base soldier, did they open fire? Then nobody couldn't tell them I want to go on. Then me couldn't tell them anything, they ask me. And there's no reports of any soldiers being hit. I don't know. Alright, so there's one baby who is injured. So one of the 2 is a baby. I don't know if the 3rd person was one of this man accomplice or crony or phony or loney. I don't know, but I hope that the juvenile, the child, will recover from said injuries. I don't know the situation with the next person. But them couldn't tell me. I couldn't tell them what I go on. Then free me, I tell them. Yeah, sir? Yes, Rasta. It's like a movie. Movie set it's brother, yeah. Every day man them below and show, you know. Every day man them below and show about it. New show coming to your screen soon. Man gets 20 years for killing 80-year-old. 20 years. 20 years, you know. 2 and 0, 20. 1920 like. A 29-year-old man has been sentenced to 20 years in prison for the murder of his 80-year-old stepson. The sentence was handed down on Dwayne Thomas in the St. Catherine Circuit Court on the 14th of May. When Thomas appeared before Justice Courtney Day, he was sentenced for the murder of Aaron Masters, then student of Davis Primary School in Old Harbour Glades, St. Catherine. Thomas will be eligible for parole after serving 10 years. He also received 10 years for wounding with intent of the child's mother. But guess what? Sentences, as per usual, will run concurrently. I don't remember any multiple sentence case in Jamaica where the sentences will run consecutively. I can't remember. If there's one, you can send me the article. It is always the sentences will run concurrently. So them a judge and I know consecutive. Then I know what I mean. Then I know I work. Like, then I can't understand. Then how come this man or kill my son? My Sonniman killing him. And get eligible for parole after 10 years? my 80-year-old son, then he better him stay in jail, brother. Because me can't promise him, so when he come on road, him a go live. I mean, I apologize for that. Me say, me couldn't promise him, say after him come on road, after him kill my son, my innocent child, because him and my child mother in a something, Zin, and him kill my child, and him our get 20 years, and him eligible for parole after 10. Brother, I bet you turn in prison because me can't guarantee you so when you come on road you're going to live, brother. Because if you kill my 80-year-old son, then me not live for again, brother. Me not live for again, brother. So you can't safe. I mean, it's not a violent umbrella, but you can't safe, brother. Because the justice system would have failed me and failed my family. And as such, me feel like me need to take up justice in my own hand. Me can't promise you say you're going to live, fam. Because you killed me already, you know, brother. And then you're going to walk free with a snap on your wrist, a tap on your wrist. You're mad, man. You better you stay in prison. May I tell you that? Just ask them for some extension. The man promised the boy if he go buy him ice cream and kill the woman pitney. And the judge, yo. No, me no feel like Lambert, bro. Me just tell yourself the system fail me, brother. The man kill my son and I get 10 years and eligible for parole. You're mad, fam. Now put yourself in another position. The man kill your 80-year-old son. And him are eligible for parole for 10 years, bro. Me can't promise him say him I go safe, brother. Me can't promise him say him I go able to live after that, bro. All the dance leave all vengeance to Jah. I mean, it's well and good when I know your son still. You see me? And I understand that, you know, fam, so nobody now go win, you know. You understand? But make you all we lose then, fam. Then you all we go lose then. I'm just want you sit down and think about it. I probably sound very harsh here saying, but the truth is, bruh, a man kill a 80-year-old, so you're innocent child, you know, brother. Because him and your child mother have a relationship when now work. A man kill your son. And basically stand for just serve only 2 more years than the age where your son did at 80-year-old. That don't make no sense, family. Brother, the justice system teacher take the fully done approach on this. Well, I just saw a thing go sometime, brother. You understand? I never claim perfection, you know. You see me? I never claim perfection. Blood flow through my vein like anybody else. I'm just say, looking at the situation, looking at the context of the thing, brother, me can't guarantee him say him a go safe when he come from prison. That's all me I say. Me can't guarantee him that. As the father of my youth, where you take away him innocent life, brother. take away my son so you go buy my screen, brother, and kill my youth. Knowing that the youth fully trust you because I'm stepfather, you used to be him stepfather, brother. And you take away my little son, go kill him. And then could have get an early release for good behavior too. As me I said, me can't promise say him I go see you. You see me? So you're free to interpret that however you want and figure out which way me at him. And as I say, me can't guarantee him safety. You see me? Martin Luther King once said something, you know. Him say a lot of things. See, too. And one of the things that Martin Luther King said, you see, if as a man, you have not discovered something that you're willing to die for, you're not fit to live family. Make that play back in your head. Yeah, man. How can you sentence a man to 20 years to kill an 80-year-old? That is what me ask. And then you're going to tell me no, say, I'm eligible for parole after 10 years? What kind of sentencing guideline that family? Who will make that? How would that make sense? Thomas will be eligible for parole after serving 10 years. He also received 10 years for wounding with intent of the child's mother. The sentences are to run concurrently. The judge said that Thomas, having pleaded guilty, benefited from a 30% reduction of his sentence. Him not forgetting, me telling you, you know, and I said this already, and I say it again, you know. See? Plea bargains are an important part in the dispensation of justice. However, there are certain cases that whether I plead guilty, yea or nay, him not deserve no reduction and no sentence, brother. You kill the man child. You kill the woman pitney, brother. Now you gonna walk free in no time. Mike Jones, big up yourself, you know, bro. A psychiatric evaluation has been ordered because the accused is believed to have schizophrenia. Oh, so okay. So let him out for 10 years then. Thomas was represented by attorneys at law Vinette Grant and Sheldon Campbell. The accused had pleaded guilty to murder of the child and wounding with intent of its mother, during a heated dispute of its mother. The facts are that about 6 a.m. on November 23rd, 2019, Thomas and his fiancée had a disagreement. The dispute escalated into an altercation, during which Thomas used a knife to inflict stab wounds to her. In a fit of rage, he also attacked the 80-year-old child and rained stab wounds on the boy's upper body. Marcel succumbed to his injuries. Meanwhile, the mother, who bled profusely, ran from the premises and was hospitalized. The Old Harbour police took Thomas into custody and he was charged following an investigation. Oh, me I say the ice cream story is a different story from the one, but it's similar. And it was a stepson situation too. That man killed me. So, kill anybody, man. Kill any number of people and just go plead guilty, man. I mean, why not? Yes, Mr. Alex, in an article and me right here, brother. Sir Alex, yeah, that it I say. It's. See it here? The accused had pleaded guilty to murder of the child and the wounding with intent of its mother during a heated dispute. It's. It's mother. Yes, Rasta. Last stream we spoke about a situation where a man, a licensed firearm holder, was arrested and charged after he shot a man believed to be his best friend while they were having drinks somewhere around one place, around one part. The police have suggested that another set of people were arrested because they were on a mission to murder the man who killed his best friend. It's like yo. Hollywood now nothing for me, you know? Right now we have some scripts on a man. Revenge murder mission? Question. Cops believe 3 men and the 2 women held in Trelawney were on way to avenge hotel workers' killing. So the Trelawney police believe that 3 men and 2 women they held last Monday traveling in a motor car in which an illegal firearm wrapped in a baby's shirt was discovered were on their way to avenge the murder of 27-year-old hotel worker Kimberly Forbes, committed the day before. The constabulary had reported that on Monday, May 10, about 5:30 p.m., a police team conducting spot checks stopped and searched a silver Toyota Axia along Alps Main Road in Ulster Spring, Trelawney. Police said that during the search, a Browning single-action 9mm pistol with 6 rounds and the serial number erase was found on the back seat of the vehicle wrapped in a baby's shirt. Nightmare in 876. The driver of the motor car and the 4 passengers were subsequently arrested and charged with illegal possession of firearm. Now last week, Commander for the Trelawney Police Division Superintendent Carlos Russell commended the cops at the regular monthly meeting of the Trelawney Municipal Corporation. I must also state that since the start of the year, we have seized 6 firearms and 37 rounds of ammunition. So the latest one was on Monday when a vehicle was intercepted along the Alps Main Road and it was searched and the firearm was found. The vehicle, we understand, was on its way to the Wait-A-Bit area where we had that murder on Sunday, Superintendent Russell said. I just want to commend those officers because we believe that if that vehicle was not intercepted, then we may have had incidents of shooting in the Wait-A-Bit area as a reprisal for the murder on Sunday. Yeah? Yes, Rasta. Speaking about the same case, a businessman David Lee was denied bail in court on the murder charge, same incident. So David Lee was denied bail in the Trelawney Parish Court on Wednesday when he appeared before the parish judge, Andrea Hall, to answer charges of murder and illegal possession of firearm. So the application was opposed by the Crown on grounds that the witnesses are afraid, and the Crown would like the opportunity to put the witness in the witness protection program. Attorney at law Christopher Townsend, who was representing Lee, said. Townsend argued that there is no basis for fear among the witnesses. How you answer, Mr. Lawyer? The accused does not live in the area, and one of the independent witnesses clearly indicated that Mr. Lee was being attacked and an attempt was made to disarm him. When he was forced to defend himself, Mr. Lee clearly acted in self-defense, Townsend stated. You understand? Yeah. Lee, a grandson of former South Trelawney Member of Parliament, Brasco Lee, is facing the charges in connection with the shooting death of his friend. Yes, Rasta. So the judge granted the Crown 30 days to secure their witnesses before the court will entertain any bail application. Why? Lawyers. Interesting people, them, you know. They're very interesting, man. If you know, you look for them very interesting. 11-year-old rape by cabbie creep. A probe is on the way by investigators to locate a taxi driver who abducted an 11-year-old girl on Monday and allegedly took her to Seaview Gardens, where she was raped. Reports reaching the Gleaner are that the corporate air student took a taxi from Duhaney Park to go home. The girl realized that the cabbie drove past a stop near Berger Paints on Spanish Town Road and took her to a Seaview Gardens address in the vicinity of Chesterfield Drive. A report was lodged to the St. Andrew South Police the same day. So Senior Superintendent of Police Charmaine Shand, who is in charge of the Center of Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse, CISOCA, confirmed the assault report. Shand said that between the 1st of January and April 19, CISOCA recorded 551 reports of sexual offences and child abuse island-wide. So Monday's abduction and rape represents a growing trend of serious crime involving transport operators, whether using licensed taxis or robots. Up to May 8, a total of 18 persons had fallen victim to criminals posing as taxi operators, a review of the police incident reports revealed. Among the targets have been 3 teenagers in St. Catherine, Manchester and St. Thomas. 11 of the 18 incidents captured in the police logs up to May 9 occurred in Kingston and St. Andrew and St. Catherine, which all have dense population centres. Now at least one entity, Traveller Taxi Service, has joined forces with Radio Diamond Limited to promote passenger safety through an initiative dubbed Hear Our Cry JA. Long story short, you understand? So, them a look for taxi brother, them not release him name. So, I don't know. A regular them things here happen. So Traveller provided the Gleaner with simple and effective measures to use when boarding a taxi. I have been preaching these things for years. Send your location to family and friends before boarding. Report any form of harassment to the police. For a route taxi, always observe the other occupants before boarding. Never get into a route taxi that does not have a fixed destination. And never ask a random route taxi to divert from its original route. You see it? Plus some other things. You know, send a license plate number or get somebody. Tell the people them what color car, you know. What type of car, and describe the driver on a little level. I know that seems like a lot, but it can be very handy in the event that you go missing. You see me? Yes, Rasta. 2 security guards shot dead in St. James. 2 security guards were gunned down in separate incidents in the parish of St. James between Wednesday night and Thursday morning. The deceased have been identified as 34-year-old Jermaine Myrie of Dancehall and 23-year-old Sadane Legister, of Crawford Street, Mount Salem, both in St. James. Now, police reported at about 7:15 a.m. on Wednesday, Legister went to dispose of garbage on a heap in his community when he was attacked and shot by unknown assailants. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Now about 10:20 Wednesday night, Myrie was sitting outside his house at Dancehall when he came under attack by a group of men. He ran inside the house where he was followed by his attackers who shot him multiple times, killing him on the spot. The police who went to the crime scene said Myrie's bullet-riddled body was found lying in a pool of blood. And detectives probing the killing of Myrie have also not determined a motive behind the death. Yes, Rasta George. Put an angel over me, be strong. All a firm meditation. One day, Jamaica I should catch this taxi creep. Maybe, I don't know. I guess they're probably scoring footage to see. I have often spoken or addressed the issue of me hoping that I am never in a position or situation out in public in Jamaica where I need the help of my Jamaican brothers or sisters to survive. Because chances are I won't get the help. We have seen many instances and incidents where people's lives are in the balance, and instead of onlookers and bystanders trying to render assistance, they take out their phones and they record and they pronounce people. Him dead already, man. You see him now breathe. Him dead, man. Him a got dead, you know. Yeah, son, a dead man that, man. We have many doctors pronouncing people dead at accident sites or shooting sites, scenes. You understand? No one helped. I didn't even take take the young man's picture. People took cell phone photos and videos of the teen clutched his chest and collapsed. Those who loved 17-year-old Tristan Graham struggled to understand why it reportedly took so long for anyone to help after the teen clutched his chest and collapsed on his way home from school in Maypen, Clarendon on Monday. His older brother, Delmar Douglas, lashed out at people who took photos and videos as the teen lay dying, and the school official was reduced to tears as he spoke of the struggle other students face in getting someone to help as their peer fought for his life on the ground. I am here working hard trying to protect this country, and my own little brother needed little help and nobody didn't help, said Douglas, a member of the Jamaica Defense Force. I am told he grabbed his chest as he fell and said help, but nobody was there to help him. Instead, they were just there taking pictures and videos before they assist my brother. I don't know what is happening in this country. Why it is becoming a part of our lives where videoing and taking pictures is more important than helping someone, Douglas added. He questioned what the individuals capturing the scene on their cell phones had hoped to gain, and whether they realize the grief it would bring to family members who saw the images posted on social media. Angel Kelly, the guidance counselor at Lennon High School, which Graham attended, also had questions. At a time when we are celebrating Child Month, when did we get to the place where a child can be on the ground suffering and adults just walk by paying scant regard to him? When did we as a country get to this stage? He asked. The thing that struck me most was that it was alleged that he was on the ground for about 15 to 20 minutes before help came, before anybody picked him up to take him to the hospital. It was the students who were there with him that called me on 3 different occasions to say, "Sir, nobody is picking up Tristan." I had to leave school, and on my way down there, I heard that a taximan allegedly had to be paid $500 before he decided to render any assistance, Kelly added as tears streamed down his face. Tristan's father, Maurice Graham, said that his son had no known medical condition that could have led to his sudden death. The family is awaiting an autopsy report. The elder Graham said he was at work when he got the call that his son had collapsed and died, Jaja. By the time I got there, I saw him lying on his back, lying in the back of a pro box, dead. He didn't have a history of any illness and was just a nice guy who did not make trouble, he said. I was really looking forward to him completing his studies and moving on to his dream of becoming a soldier, as he had 2 brothers who were also serving in the army. the people who were videoing said young man dying. I wonder if they have sat down and reflected. And it's very possible that some of these people have children or siblings in the same age group as Tristan. If they for a moment sat down and mulled over the thoughts that Tristan could have been a family member of theirs, and how would they feel about it if some other people video their family member dying without rendering any form of assistance? And hence, it takes me back to the point, I probably need to do an individual video about this, And I've said it many times. I pray, and I am not really a praying man, that there is never a time where I am in public and my friends are not around and I need assistance that will potentially save my life, because there's a very high chance that I'm going to die. Why? Because instead of rendering assistance, many people take out their phone and video. YouTube are dying. Because you know what them talk. You understand? That. Teach them dead around this. And we have a palm video. I remember 2 Christmas ago, I went to my partner's side of the family for dinner. And while there, a few houses down the avenue, smoke was bellowing from some windows and some young ladies were running and screaming and crying for help. Mark, we were not the neighbors, but we got there even before the neighbors. First thing we proceeded to do was to clear the building because it was all females. Get water as fast as we could. Turn off breaker. Throw out mattress, because the mattress had caught fire, but before it really and truly burned out. Take out bedhead. All of these things were done, and I never for a moment, when I got there, during my time there, when I was leaving, take a picture or make a video. And I had a YouTube channel, a fairly big YouTube channel at the time, and not for a moment did it ever come in my head say me need for video this year, because here were some young ladies coughing because a couple of them had started to inhale smoke because a few of them were sleeping. Zin? And I never for a minute took out my phone for record a video. I have been places and things happen. People don't know something today, Our things just happen. And I don't have a video of it. Because the most important, the stream crash. I don't know why. Just as me said something wrong with my internet, the stream crash. So let me know if you're hearing me now still. You see me? Yeah, man. Hope you not hear me now. Yeah, I mean, if I take out my phone there, so, because the Empress them did nice, but through them did a cough and them a cry and then something. If I take out my phone and say, You know, take a number or two for check up on the Empress them a few days after for see if them alright. That's the only way me then take out my phone, but cause you understand, I was in a committed relationship and me's a good youth. Me never do that. You see me? This is the only way I take out my phone. You understand? You know, ladies, I know I'm frightened and you understand? This is very traumatic. You know, but I like to check up on you in a day or two to see if everything good. You know anything go. Yeah. But we never do that. And I did some nice feelings them. You understand? About two, we are good youth. When ain't, you understand? Yo, we don't know what the people about here, Rasta. I don't know what happened to people about here. You see? Can hear about screen quality has decreased. Probably you need to check your phone settings, MX, and upgrade the quality. See? Thing buffering teach. I don't know. I just go on stream. You see? Because I don't know what go on with the thing just now. So I saw a thing, but when nobody now see or hear from me, I want to go on around here. So I go on and say. I haven't had a failed stream in a while, but you know these things happen, so I don't know. And the internet, the line that I'm using is nothing else uses that line. It's a direct line, so I don't know how I go on. And I upgrade my internet not so long ago, so we don't know. Things happen. May I see and hear. Alright, big up on yourself. So yeah, that go on. I did a video in the week about the Trafalgar Road situation where, you know, one of the three men escaped. You know, people that say Oriente, I would have gotten the video. A video showing the man escaping in a van back, as I had said before, a truck back, something. You know, some people say that, but I'm saying I don't do no video for convince you. I just do the video based on the information that I have, and you can rest assured that that video came from a place where it was verified, and despite the fact that I wasn't made are given access to videos that the police have based on questions posed to members who treat with the media within the JCF, I was assured that that clip was a clip of the vehicle that said man managed to escape in. So, you know what thing go. So that's one. I also did a video, I think I posted that video yesterday, about the robbery of the gas station and subsequent shooting of two of the robbers, one fatally by the police in Red Hills. I spoke about how I felt about the particular situation, you know, the mentality trap thing in the video. I know many people have watched the video, big up on yourself and thing. It turns out that that gas station had been robbed multiple times. As a matter of fact, when the gas station was being robbed on Monday, late Monday, it was robbed the previous Saturday, and approximately $1.8 million in losses was incurred by the operator. Now, it's very possible, said the same youth them where they rob it a few nights before was the same youth them go back. One of the youth who was involved, he died, has gone viral as a few video clips of him speaking were recorded by a gentleman and released to the public. And you have heard the video clips, you have watched them. And many persons have drawn the conclusion that he's a fairly articulate young man who had potential to do well for himself legally. It was also easily derived from the video that he had served time and was involved in some gun incident, some shooting incident. He got, 15 years, but served 4. Not sure exactly how that go. But here's a young man who got a second chance. And instead of grasping this opportunity, he decided that certain things was beneath him. He decided that he wasn't into getting his hand dirty by doing construction work for $2,500 a day. I mean, $2,500 a day is no whole heap of money, but it is better to get $2,500 a day than sit on my yard and do nothing. That's how I view it still. Zane, and that video, that young man in that video speaking is a snapshot into the psyche of many of the youths in the country. That is their mentality. That is their thought process. He said that he was around rich men while he was in prison. Him know rich people. Him go Mats Unlimited where him say youth a drive come a school in a under Accords and under Civics. That is the life he wants to live. But it is not something that he is willing to work for. So he decided to rob his way to his dreams. And as such, he was killed. How many more youths are going to die because of their mentality? Zane, and as I have said before, yes, there are not enough opportunities in the country for unattached youths. But I've also made the point that there are opportunities for more youths than people think. The truth is that many of the youths are not interested in these opportunities. You understand? The man tell us he's above that. That is beneath him. Why would he dirty his hand for $2,500 a day? But yet, this woman who would have lost millions of dollars at the hands of robbers, he decided that she don't deserve fair money. Fair sacrifices them no mean nothing. The mentality trap, as I call it. Young, smart, and workless. And somebody said, Teach, I think you wanted to write worthless. No, I didn't want to write worthless. I wanted to write workless. And I didn't use the word workless, which is not really a word per se, to say that there is no employment. I use it to say that he never want work. He told you that. That is the mentality I don't for the youth. But we keep on finding excuses for the system not did it for them. Some of the youth them don't want nothing. Some of the youth them don't want to work. Them not understand, say brother, you have to start somewhere. Zane and Bill. Many wealthy men start out with nothing. Many wealthy men in this country started out with nothing, struggling. I am not wealthy. Well, not yet. I grew up in poverty. I went to school without shoes on my feet for a while. I went to school without lunch money for a while. Sometimes. I know what it is like to get one shoes and the shoes there do everything, go everywhere, and if it done, it done. Me know what it's like to get one suit of clothes for grand market and I eat that for the year. Me know what it is like for 6, 7, 8 people sleep on one bed. Me know what it is like for when many people around me have light and TV. Me don't know what TV look yet. In my house. Lamp, buckle lamp, the thing still there. Me know what it is. A bulla, one bulla, you drink some water and you got your bed. Me know what it is. If you go cut pasture in a summer, if you try get money for buy uniform for go back to school, go broke pimento and pick pimento. I know what it is like. And I knew from early, so me nah stay there so. And me figure out say, here we go on. One way of coming out of this is education. I mark you, education for your youth who never got school until I'm 5 years old. The first time I went into a classroom, I was 5 years old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I went to basic school, I only did 1 year because me still 72 old to stay there. I don't have a police record. And me couldn't sit down and say the system now do nothing for youths. And me never choose to do that. Me decide to me I come out of this legally. Why other youths can't do it? We need to stop finding excuses for the youths, brethren. I want to know talk to me. Me live it. Me know it. And I look at struggle around and see other people. We just don't say certain things. And people see on because I don't know if I'm a complexion or because I look nice and I'm refined but I look a level still. Them things I have it. No, brother. Me I fake it until me make it. And me not fake it neither. Me I live within my means. Brother, we know what it is like, man. To all me never used a TV when I went to live with my stepmom, who is the greatest woman ever. When I went to live with my stepmother, Zane, that time I was about, that's what, after Sheldon John, I was about 11. Them time that the first time I get TV in my life. I was so captured by TV. Me know every single advertisement from start to finish. Because me I try to catch up for some TV time when I lose. Me know from the advertisement upon TV, me know it. Me know every minister, every man in a parliament. Me watch news every night. Not miss me upon TV. Because me I try to catch up for TV. Everybody else I watch TV and me I catch no TV. Me know everything. When school challenge because I play every night, me I beat up every team. Because me know every question when I come. And I go to school for the first time when me 5 years old. 5. Them time that someone who go to school 2, 3 years already. You understand what I say? So me no want a man come tell me about say yo. No alternative, no there brother. Me no want a man come tell me that. I am living proof that there's an alternative Rasta. So that's why I get annoyed when people are talking about say yo the system not provide. Brother, no system not provide nothing for me, brother. When me left high school, me go help pull down car engine and me not get no money. Me left go up a White River rafting, go walk with them brother, me not get no money and tourists come there every day. Miles me a walk or ride my bicycle. For nothing at daytime. Brother, me know what it is like. It's a little thing with archers have big up archers. I mean, not talk them things here, you know. One little thing with archers it have where you can do like assist a teacher, like a teacher's aide type of thing. Zine, you couldn't do other things, but I chose that because I wanted to become a teacher. And you get a little stipend at the end of the month. And a 1 year for it was for 1 year. 1 year. But because we like it, when we drop in at the school, boom, 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 they realize we bad like that. Zine, and with them say, alright, here we go on youth. Because I still couldn't go to college yet. Because I don't see the money when I go to college with, brother. We apply and we get through, but we can't go yet. The second year, we go so boom, so I don't know when I go turn now. Zine, principal, Miss Hines, pick up yourself. Say, alright, here what you go do? You go run off common entrance class, the extra class them, and I saw me couldn't take care of myself for that year and start save a little money. For go to college. And I still couldn't go. It's a big woman who did a link around the lane around my part. You understand me? I say, lend me a food. I saw me couldn't start college, Bridget. You understand? Look here. I have when me I go to college, you have days when me have exam tomorrow morning and my school fee not pay yet. Me have exam and me not have the exam card for work going to exam. And them the life they may live. Big up to Miss Claudia Aliman, the greatest lecturer in the history of lecturing. Miss Aliman say, look here, this a man a genius, you know, what I do about here. You know, all my salary, give him exam card. I saw we survive that. You not tell me no foolishness about here, so man. You not tell me that there is no option. There is an option, brother. But because I know say certain things. So when you come tell me, you know, so there is no other way, crap you tell me, brother. And I know one time Miss Aliman so no hold my salary. So Hugh Moore can get him exam card for go do him exam. You know why? Because she believe in me, brother. So no tell me so no option no did a rasta. I want to tell you say all the ladies them like me some cookie. You see me? Virgin, we need to stop finding excuses, bruh, and find a way. Find a way, man. And as me telling you last week, we find too much excuses for the youths, them, brother. Me never find an excuse. Me find a way to do the thing. When me did grow on an ex-man, I do some mechanic work. I mean, I get not. Me remember one Christmas Eve, me I say bombard. Me I get a money for power with me. Me cat look more. Not even $1. Remember run around as such, man. Can me even call in name, you know. Up a White River rafting, you know, brother. Zine, remember one Independence Day coming and one little party I go on. And you know you want to go wind up on your local Empress. And me I say me I get a food and not even $1. But we don't sit down and blame people, family. We don't sit down and blame the system. We find a way. We find a way, Rasta. So don't come tell me, son, no way not did it, no way out is not there. Don't tell me that. You can't tell somebody else about, don't tell me that. We face it, we know the struggles. And me decide to me not attend that, you know. And mark you, we don't achieve enough things, but we still want to achieve. But we give thanks. We are survive. And police never put a handcuff on me nice on them yet, brother. You handcuff salt to them, I don't want them sitting upon me on the road, boy. Me I do with them sitting there. Sit them in the back of police vehicle, them salt place there. Me then at that with no man. I mean, we go at it, you know, because we in a position already where we have to defend ourselves, and we not, no boy can't just go walk by the teacher for them time till now. Worse them time there. You understand? Because them time used to cross, and that's the next story for your next time. You see me? But me don't that's something with nobody, brother. You know, I St. Mary we born, you know, but we grew up earlier St. Mary and teenage years at St. Anne, you know, fam. You see me? Big up me slow. My grandmother, still alive. Need to go look for her soon too. You understand? She not see her no one of them things are still. But that lady struggle with me, brother. You understand? Remember when my grandmother used to go wash people clothes, she wash people clothes so much she develop a thing on her finger when you whitlow. You understand? Yeah, man. You see me? Regular, we are go to a master shop, go trust bulla. We can't even trust some bag juice with it. A water we think, bruh. So don't tell me say no option not did the family. Don't tell me that. You can't tell me that. And when me go live with my stepmother after my cousin John, me start get exposed to certain good things, brother. I'm back in our last part when me reunite with my mother. All them things, brother, no for look here, I'm telling you this already, you know, and me and mommy so rest in peace. My mother left me when I was 5 months old, brethren. Me don't know my mother until me a big boy, high school. We don't know struggles around here, so man. We don't know struggles about here. So not tell me about struggles, and not tell me so no option that did it. I was never supposed to be here, so doing nothing at all, you know. From day one, it's against the wall, my thing there, you know, brother. It's a bounce against the wall, you know. No for the youth, them grew up in a house with them parents, brother, and go to school. Brother, the mother what me did do, and my grandmother and my stepmother. I don't know my mother until me the high school. Well, technically no, because one time she did come for me. Long story, but my uncle all bust me ass because of that. Look here. Me need to write a uncle frame box me with one boat hanger for weeks. Like one finger up on my jaw. Because I say me a kill him mother. This is my grandmother. I love my grandmother here. You understand? But my mother did come in my life at the time they want to take me back like and then sitting there and you know you're young, you don't even know what go on. Time me about 7, 8. That's the first time that me ever see my mother. You don't know what go on about that, man. So don't tell me there's no option and there's no way out. Don't tell me that. So when you see me have some more time attack, you don't know the journey, family. You don't know the trials and tribulations them. Stop make excuse for the youths them, brother. That me I tell you now. Stop make excuses for the youths and blame everything except the youth them. The youth them need to take some responsibility for themselves, brethren. Nobody never take no responsibility for me and I take it for myself. Brother, from my bar, nobody don't want me, you know, but that's the next story for your next time. You understand? Family, me not call my mother mummy until me left college. Me couldn't bring myself, bruh. And them the struggle they will fight. You understand? I don't even know Rasta. Empress Cookie, thanks for the contribution in the moment. Me there vibe and not even realize. Give thanks. Appreciate it. Brother, but you see, all of them struggles there, bro. None of my youth, them will never, ever even begin to have the struggles that with me having, brother. So after me grow them, if them want to decide for the foolishness, fine. But they will never be exposed to the life with me. That was my drive from day one. My youth, them can't live a life with me living. You understand what I say? Family, I don't even know. I think about it in the MS. Enough time, but I don't get around to it yet. It's a whole heap of things. But if you don't understand, look here. It's just because being a man, and people think I love it. I am not a talker. People, you would be surprised to know. I talk here because I'm a job. I work. When I'm in the classroom, I'm a zone. I'm a zone that. You understand? But in general, I'm not a talker. Many people surprised when they find that out. I have spent my life trying to survive. Most of my life have been spent trying to survive. I know struggle. I have been there. I have lived it. I know financial struggle, emotional struggle, psychological struggle. All I struggle them, man. So don't tell me foolishness. You talk to a man who has been there. So when that's and you probably realize from a long time, so teach get annoyed when people say, yo, no opportunities. Brother, I'm tell you, enough opportunities are not there, but opportunities did there for some youth who are opportunities. Some of them don't want none. So don't bring that to me. But you know, me not do no therapy and I impress. You understand? Unfortunately, growing up, my therapy was always the girls. Them. That I might get away from everything that. You understand? That was my getaway. Saying women, girls, that was my escape. Saying, and truth is, growing up the way I did, it may have taken me a long time to really and truly start appreciate women as much as I should have. You grow up a particular way, you just, yeah. Long story, but we deal with it and you know what I think. Yeah, man. Man, a good while now, me figure out, say, you understand? I kind of use that as a excuse for certain things and clean up them way. But the girls, they have always been there for me, you know? Yeah, man. Them like me. All through my struggles and my suffering, the girl didn't like me. You see me? And I like them back. You know what I think? Yeah, man. But I'm good now, man. I'm good now, man. So, we just give our children them all the love where we never get, you know? Yeah, man. But I'm saying big up to my grandmother, Miss Irma Henry, Miss Lowe, and my stepmother, Janice Duncan. Yeah, man. Real general. When my father and my stepmother left, my stepmother still keep me and send me to school, you know, brother. I'm telling you, my stepmother is the greatest woman I ever lived in. And I ask somebody that, and I tell them that, you know. You see me? Yeah, man. But big woman them now like me. I don't know if it's because I was, you know what I mean, tall and, you know, have a little body like, I don't know, I couldn't tell you why, but them did gravitate to me like, I just gravitate back to them. You understand? You know what I think, but it's just so I think set. Yes. Yeah, man. Whole heap of look at things, man, but what next time? I mean, the stream is not about me. You can talk about some things that affect Jamaica. See me I say? Yeah. And when I start getting a little trouble and top gas school, so I want to turn selector, my stepmother did kind of start give up on me. Not give up on me, but she wasn't there anymore. She wasn't at home anymore. She was working out, trying to send me to school with the rest of the kids. 3 children she had plus me, Z in there, so 4. So she and then she had my father now deal again. So you know the money part goes, so she gone out again, gone hustle, Zane. And I just decided to want to select and top gas school one night time and all sort of things. And true, she not did it. You understand? Them time my mother did start come working in my life. She packed me up and came go get her. Holy probably good things, man. Holy Joker! What I deal with you a long time. You know see them man, you know, man. Them man are missing. Big up yourself, you know, Joker. Really and truly glad to see the man. You see me and say. My bow legs are knock me have no cookie. They didn't even know what I say. Yeah, man. Jamaican. Yeah, man. And then I had a teacher in high school, Mr. Carlington Johnson. He was a teacher of geography and social studies. He became a father, a brother, a mentor. And him decided, say, brother, fix up yourself before me have to beat you up and then sitting there and them thing and sitting there. All the local things. You see me? Yeah. Yeah, man. I have found many nice women in the market. And I mean, I'm only mess them up still, but everything, things have happened for things happen. I've had wonderful women in my life, but because I did young and naive and fool and feel like I can deal with every woman in our world and that's how I think about. I mean, everything have happened for everything happen. Yeah, man. There was a song in Bamboo called Love Zone. Yeah, man. We used to. Yeah, see them time. Plus some other local community sound, no name sound, but you know what I mean? Them things and yeah, so I think. What we done with me? My therapy session was for the night. Yeah, man, I've locked many things away down the years. I don't really speak about me like that. I mean, we are learning to open up and things, but and I learned to leg off of some things too. Zine. Some things hard for leg off of, but you know what I think. Yeah. The journey is a journey. You don't change that. It is what it is. It makes you who you are. You understand? In looking back at it, probably, you know, me also complain when I grew up, so I wish me did born into a next family and have different people and them something there. But looking at it, I just did for my struggle with that. You understand? Like I want to treat my grandmother and my stepmother. Can't tell her that. You see me? Two are the greatest woman them they ever. But it did rough, man. Trust me, it was rough. Like really rough. Looking back at it sometimes, rough. See me? Yeah, man. My stepmother, a real G, man. Forever and ever, man. You see me? So I think so. Alright. I could done that something, you know. Some shooting going around at Greenwich Town where people them demonstrate say police kill man innocently and them something. The police say them find illegal gun and shootout go on and some. In the come and investigate if the police did anything that abused their powers. Then we hope that investigations through in the come will and think Jaja. Moderators, me kind of see some strange things in our comments, so I'm gonna keep an eye on them things if you mean, because You know what I think? Turn out good, brother. Well, struggle builds character. Yeah, bro. I realize, I turn out alright for true. Give thanks. You understand? Not too bad. Strange attack. The article is kind of jaja, but me I read it. A jealous boyfriend in Great River, Hanover, is on the run after allegedly dousing a woman with gasoline and setting her afire yesterday, much to the horror of bystanders. So the incident is the latest in a grim roll of cases of violence against women, over which there has been sustained public outrage, even as dark clouds hang over a lawmaker. I guess I'm not about it's alright, we're not do the right thing. The woman was left completely nude after several persons rushed to her rescue using counterflour and a blanket to put out the fire that had engulfed her. The police, who were early on the scene, rushed the woman to the hospital where she was admitted in critical condition. I don't know why these media houses keep on mentioning the name of hospitals where victims are being treated. It's a dangerous ploy. The boyfriend, who is said to be from Westmoreland, is now being sought after fleeing the scene. Reports are that the couple, who operate a car wash and bar at Great River, were at the location about 4:30 p.m. when the boyfriend accused the woman of disrespecting him. In a fit of anger, he reportedly doused her with the flammable substance before setting her ablaze. He is alleged to have then also soaked the premises with gasoline before lighting it as well and walking away. Residents in the proximity of the bar and car wash who went to investigate the fire were able to rescue the woman as she ran out of the building. However, they could only look on helplessly as the building burned. So when reporters arrived at the scene, soon afterwards, the woman, whose scorched skin bore witness of the vicious attack, shouted that it was her boyfriend who had set her on fire. I have seen the video clips. I never really watch it all, cause me don't know what wrong with him. Him jealous over me and say me a diss him and set me on fire, she said. I don't know if the woman was still in shock, but this statement is very concerning, and I'm going to tell you why. The tone of this statement by the victim is concerning. It would appear, and I don't want to seem judgmental, that should this lady survive this attack, and hopefully she does, this woman may be one of those females who decide not to press any charges or to give any statement, or even worse, take back this man. I'm going to read this again. I could be the one who is interpreting this wrong. Me don't know what's wrong with him. Him jealous over me and say me a diss him and set me on fire. I could be wrong. I hope I am wrong. I hope the Empress recovers quickly. This is why I'm gonna stream sometimes. God knows, I tell you the truth. And them story more time why I believe for bother with the streaming thing. Cause right now, them things are heavy, brother. Them things are heavy load for carry. I'm glad on the day I help me carry load, you know. See? So, the man said the woman diss him. Him diss her. she diss him. She diss him, you know. She diss him. So, because she diss him dose her with gasoline and light her up on fire. Light the business and gone. I know I run up and down like a fool again. And we talk about the run up and down business many times. Right? Enough time in the stream and people say, yo, teach, get rich and switch, man. But a streaming thing and people don't understand, you know. See? It is hard to detach yourself from every story. There are going to be some stories where, as a man, as a real soldier in the street, Zane, and I don't think I'm the most emotional person either, but it's just that covering these stories day in, day out, them heavy, brother. You understand? And then it's not only covering, you try to figure out what could this man be thinking in him head like. You see me? Where man? What was he thinking in the moment? But fast forward, what is he thinking now? What, he never mean to do it? What, him sorry? What, he must seek forgive what? Rick say mad. Yo, I don't understand. I don't understand. I need to forget that gym, you know. You understand? I need to forget that gym. Be look healthy and nice though, but you need that gym. You see me? Yeah. I'm going to do it still out there. Jaja. Lanky, what you going, bro? It's an accident. Boy, phone surface, I don't know, Rasta. I don't know, brother. I don't know what got through the man them head. Bruh, I don't know. Like, him, you said the woman, Bath. How would that benefit you? What you win? What you gain? What kind of satisfaction you get out of that? Miss Grace Able, you sight it. Miss Grace Able said, I like the tense moment. Yeah, man, you have to look at my beard, look a bit nice. Dark and look, you know, some strong hair. Ja. How do you... Ah, boy. This story comes back around. Jaja. Keshan, female dancehall artist. Big up to the people that may dislike the stream. But big up on yourself. I appreciate the support. I guess. Family of slain female artist vows to remain in pursuit of justice. That's why some crime is unexplainable. Why? Father got Marlon, I don't even know, brother. Man, if we stop to overthink about it, pressure kill we. Left them. Jaja, why am I see able? Eileen Wright Brown, the mother of dancehall artist Keshan Brown, who was shot dead almost 2 years ago. That's so long now. In Old Harbour, St. Catherine, allegedly by a man she was believed to have had an intimate relationship with, says the family will stop at nothing to get justice. July 20 will mark 2 years since the killing of Kenisha, who had big plans of joining the Jamaica Constabulary Force, according to her mother, who said that application forms for the police force were found on her bed following her death. Wright Brown threatened to retain the most expensive lawyer if she has to in order to obtain justice for her daughter, saying the man accused of killing her, allegedly with his licensed firearm, was never arrested. Although it is fast approaching 24 months since the incident occurred, it has still been the cause of great pain and suffering for the family. It is particularly devastating for the slain woman's 11-year-old brother, who was said to be in need of counseling because the reality that she will never return is beginning to sink in. Two of them very close. When him coming from school, him always in her room. When me send money, she buy him things them, and she help with him schoolwork and everything. That little boy didn't cry when she died at first, but I noticed lately that as you say a simple thing to him start cry. When me and him talk for his birthday in January, him say, "Mummy, I miss Kenisha, because if she was here, she would carry me out." I told him I would send money for him to go with his other sisters, but he said he wanted Kenisha to carry him because as she used to carry him out, right, Brown said, who resides in the Cayman Islands. She lamented that particularly at Christmas time, she personally misses her daughter's frequent inquiries about the dinner menu on Christmas Day. When nobody come and ask what I will cook for Christmas, she will come ask me. She always brought basmati rice and requested it with gungo peas, Wright Brown said. Now, prior to the shooting incident, Wright said Kenisha had complained that her boyfriend had borrowed something from her and had refused to return it, even though she wasn't specific. She said she believed it was money. She said she encouraged her to report the incident to the police, but claimed there was no resolve. According to Wright Brown, on the day of the incident, Kenisha, who was pregnant, went to look for the boyfriend, a licensed firearm holder, but he was not at home. However, she said her daughter saw his motor vehicle parked outside the home of a woman whom he had previously told her was an ex-girlfriend. It was reported that she allegedly used stones to damage the vehicle's windshield and later attacked and stabbed the boyfriend 3 times. Wright Brown told the Observer that her daughter had been having a phobia of sharp pointed objects and would never have had such a sharp object in her possession. Homophobic, I think that's the pronunciation. She said, however, that Kenisha smashing the windshield was not far-fetched. A report carried after the incident quoted a corporate communications unit report saying an altercation ensued between her and a gentleman when she began stoning his vehicle, after which he stabbed him 3 times and he shot her 1 time in the upper body. Both of them were taken to hospital where she succumbed to her injuries. According to Wright Brown, the alleged culprit is today a free man while she suffers emotionally each day. The situation is also still painful for Kenisha's father, Fitzroy Brown, who is determined not to let the inquiry into his daughter's death fall by the wayside. How it looks is like we must just sit back and make it just go so. Every time people ask me if the case just dead so, I have 5 daughters and she was my last. She cared for me 100%. All the case are heavy too, you know. Because you why the case are heavy too. It's a whole heap of local dynamics and factors to the case here, you know. Zane. Make it stay, I'm gone. Well, watch and see. You see me? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Reports are that she stabbed him 3 times. The mother said Keshan was afraid of sharp, pointy objects, so I don't know. That is what me I said, yes. That is why me I say it's a heavy case, you know. You understand? Tricky is the word, bruh. Cause there's one side and then there's the next side. We now say the man for shoot her in a family. Zane, but we don't know what kind. Brother, you know what? Sometimes you just left some things here. So I hope that her family will get the justice they think they deserve. You know what? Make it be really and truly none, because there are some factors where you can't overlook in a situation either. Zane, should she have been shot and killed? No. You understand? Does she have right to take up stone and fling in a man windscreen? No. The gentleman was reportedly stabbed 3 times. Did she have a right to stab the man 3 times? No. Again, did the man have a right to shoot her? No. So it's I don't know. I really don't know. Can't say. No, I remember. I need to look for that clip, you know. During a live stream, early out in this Messado situation, where I said, do not be surprised if Auntie Jennifer filed for bankruptcy. Yes, Avia, agree. Totally. Yes. Now look at that smug look on Auntie Jennifer's face. What would be her mindset knowing this man has a gun and still attack him that way? Interesting question, Joker. Interesting question. Cha-cha. Messado is bankrupt. Court told. Disgraced attorney Jennifer Messado, who has reportedly defrauded international dancehall star David Mavado Brooks of $30.7 million, told the Supreme Court that she's bankrupt and was given time to file an affidavit explaining her position. The disbarred real estate attorney at law was sued by the entertainer after she refunded $8 million from the sum and failed to pay over the remainder. Messado later obtained a judgment in his favor. Not Messado. Mavado later obtained a judgment in his favor in which Messado was ordered by the court to repay the sum. The matter was, as a result, set for a judgment hearing. But when Messado appeared in court, she had no affidavit prepared. Hence, the matter was postponed to the 22nd of July for her to file an affidavit and for Mavado's attorney, Tamika Harris, to respond. According to Harris, the hearing was set for Messado to indicate to the court how she would repay the sum, and her client was expecting the attorney to show up with the money or to say when he would be repaid. But Harris says she's now concerned that the attorney is trying to use bankruptcy to discharge her obligation, especially in light of how she obtained the money. In the meantime, Harris said she has notified her client of the outcome, but has not yet received his reaction, as they are to have further dialogue. So the civil case stems from a fraudulent conversion matter, which is currently before the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. So in that case, it is alleged that Messado collected $30.7 million from the entertainer through his attorney after professing that she was acting on behalf of a property owner who she claimed was incarcerated overseas. However, it was later revealed that the owner had never been incarcerated and had not given her permission for the Grosvenor Terrace Kingston 8 home, which was not even on the market to be sold. The matter is next scheduled for mention on July 29th. The well-known real estate attorney was disbarred in 2018 and has been slapped with several fraud-related charges in separate cases, in which investigators alleged that she used forged documents to sell a number of properties valued at millions of dollars. According to one of our attorneys, Christopher Townsend, some of the matters have been settled. No, I am certain Miss Messado would have some assets. Seize them and sell them and pay the people them their money. How hard is that? I'm just saying, I don't know. For you to sell a man, smaddy house, we're not for sale, for $30 million. Sir. Violence is a thing, you see, that will, as long as there's humans on this planet, violence can never stop. Yeah, sir? I see, Messado put out all woman out of your house already, you know. Where she sell people, you know. Yo, boy, we are tell a star. Jaja. John Rastafari. I'm drinking rum and Red Bull. NSC make me heart full. Brother, imagine people come in your yard and move in your house and you're in there and a few. Imagine bailiff come and move you out of your house, brother. More than likely, for now. I do that match a long time still, but you know what I think, go? Bailiff come and take you out of your house, brother. And you not sell your house to nobody, you know? You have the bad things with joke, you know? Cause, brother. First thing I know a lie, I go turn up all of my house. So me ain't no dealings. Go and tell me so somebody are moving in my house. I'm not renting nobody. What you mean by it? And I'll hold on by my gate and make man I'll take out things out of my house. Me nah 4-seater happen still. You understand? Me nah 4-seater happen, cause say me struggle too hard in life, brother. Yo, boy Paul Johnson, big up yourself. I know I get drawn into that line of discussion, but big up yourself. Yeah, man, so Moses, I know. Judge told Beenie Man, not even the king is above the law. And we say she a palab in her video. Finar at that. I really palab, she did a palab. Imagine, man come in my yard and take out my things and put out that door. Which is true, DeAndre. And many of them have been disbarred. And I suspect that many more will be. But you see, the issue is that some of the people them who they have wronged, they are not getting back their money. And that is the problem. Because I know, you still live in a big house and you sell my house and me can't get my money. Or you sell me people house and me can't get back my money. And you are sleeping on a comfortable bed and on a nice roof at night time. But I see it bring me back to that little thing there again. What me I say this house buying thing. Zine and this liar thing. Bread and nobody can tell me nothing, you know. When you sell your car, you don't need a liar. Now your property you sell CMA. Zine, we're not going to license your car and still have to pay tax. Eh? So why you can't just sell your house? I don't want to give me some money for technicalities and all that. I don't care for it. You understand? So the system designed for big liar them eat a food and them a sell people also without them cancer. And that's it. But next story. Dancehall artist Moses Beenie Man Davis was fined $150,000 or 35 days in jail when he appeared for sentencing before the St. Elizabeth Parish Court in Black River, having previously pleaded guilty to breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act. Davis's attorney, Roderick Gordon, pleaded with the presiding magistrate, Justice Horace Mitchell, to show leniency to the entertainer based on the circumstances surrounding the charges. Now, according to Gordon, no performances were taking place at the time when the police visited the location in Shrewsbury District in St. Elizabeth, where the breach was committed last November. Mr. Davis was supporting an event to raise funds with which to purchase tablets for needy children in the community. And when the police came, my client, like any other decent law-abiding citizens, introduced himself to the officers and pointed out that he was not having a session, Gordon told the court. The attorney also pointed out that since Davis was a celebrity, as is customary, his image was used as the face of the event, albeit was not actually a dancehall event. In handing down the sentencing, the judge told Davis that as the king of dancehall, his kingship comes with responsibility. I hope when you leave this courtroom today, you will let Jamaicans know that not even the king is above the law, the judge told Davis. Mr. Davis, you can either be the king of dancehall in this case, or you can just be the other guy, and I hope you are not the other guy. Davis informed the judge that in this case he was indeed the king, not the other guy, and thanked the court for not being too harsh on him. Me see Beenie Man and I hear Beenie Man attack the judge. We don't know why that head like. On the 1st of January this year, the entertainer was summoned to the Black River police station where he was charged for hosting an illegal event in the district on November 19, 2020, Shrewsbury District. Davis was charged with breaches of the DRMA and the Noise Abatement Act by the police after he was seen at the event and subsequently identified himself to the police. The entertainer pleaded not guilty to both charges on his first appearance when his attorney told the court that Davis was not hosting the event. In a later appearance before the court, he entered a guilty plea, admitting that he had breached the DRMA. Now, here's a judge with a little bit of humor. You understand? A sense of humor, I should say. Zane. Yeah, man, pick up yourself, Judge. You know, OD the thing. You see me? Yeah, man, not even the king. As me say, when me read the thing, but just having spoken to Beenie Man on a number of occasions and know Beenie Man disposition and him personality, me I see him and I hear him talk to the judge. Yeah, understand? Me not see him in person yet still. If you ask him about it still, he just gonna laugh. You understand? I said, don't worry about that, man. 150, that's soft each, man. Don't worry about it. A charity we get that. We had that I tell you. You see me? Moses, big up yourself and behave yourself, Bridget. You understand? Yeah, man. And do the right thing. You see me? Hey, man, so bad too. Big up yourself, Doc. So I say what? Me I say, brother, you can give yourself to Mr. Regine. Look how far you live. You live a Black River, bro. Me I look forward to that conversation this still. When you buck up with them again, man. Be till you know it go. Yeah, peeps, so that. Some more people bad boy Trevor was charged 150 grand to, I think. Some more people, I don't remember them, you understand? Yeah, man, Beenie always properly put himself together properly, man. You can't take that from him. You understand? Yeah, man. The man, the image always up. Peeps, even I see Rosie from night, come to think of it. Where Rosie there? Rosie there? Rosie, where you there? I don't remember see Rosie from night. But, you know, I'm telling you about Rosie's store, your store the other day, and after the stream, and I was thinking about it, and I said to myself that, you know, say, it would be good to highlight some small businesses on the platform while I stream at no cost to anybody. Zine, I just select, especially, and this one is one that I use, Zine, and just make some people know. And business where we can vouch for, know say are good people, like DS Electronics Unlimited, and them man they fix everything except relationship. Then if you're not work, them man they can't fix it. I don't know if I take on relationship, but they bad. Zine, so I have decided that, you know, each stream I want to shout out a small business, a Jamaican or a group of Jamaicans who are, you know what I mean, trying to make a way for themselves and put food on their table and thing. And the next stop is One Plus Korea JA Limited. They are the company. So when I purchase things online, which I do probably too much, equipment stuff and otherwise, they are the people who are responsible to take it to me safely. Them can't come in my yard. You understand? I'm a people them. You understand? Young youth, young youths, you know, I try and make a difference and I do the thing the legal way. You understand? They have both air freight and sea freight. So some things were too heavy and our cars enough down so do they export to the US? Me I forgot ask. I normally bring in things still in the knees. What me can ask? Zane, you're sending to the warehouse, the ship warehouse, not the plane, and it costs you less. Zane, and normally, for example, if I order something tomorrow, Saturday, yeah? And say it's on Prime, so it would be delivered by Monday, thereabout. As long as it reaches the warehouse before Wednesday, I get it by Friday. And so on. So the turnaround time is very, very good. So as I said, there chat. So that is the name of the company, One Plus Korea JA. And you can go link them up on Instagram. So receive your packages in 5 to 7 days and save big on customs duty. Shipping rate as low as 300 Jamaican dollars per pound. I think about little more than that. I guess depends on the thing. You understand? And them something there. So it says get your own American mailbox, free delivery. So you no credit card, you can use theirs. Sign up for free, no hidden charges. And I said I've been using this company from about 2018, thereabout, and I have never had an issue. Zane and thing. And as I said, young youth, educated youth as well, but you know what I mean, them grow and me think that they're doing well. So if you are looking for a company to ship things for you from the United States to Jamaica, legal things, give them a link. Tell them say I teach them, senior. You understand? I know it's not a discount code yet, but I'll probably try to get that phone still. I say I work on them little things here. I think these are some ways of giving back to you as viewers and them something there. So probably can get some discount code sometime and some coupons so you can benefit. Because I know barrel, them do them something there too and them something there. So I know now pack on a barrel and you can probably ship it out on a cheaper cost and them something there. Yeah man, and thing. So you know what thing go. Peeps, One Plus, Korea JA. They didn't even know so me I gonna do this tonight. You understand me I say so it thing go. Support the youths them when I try. Zane, and strangely enough, I am a shareholder in Mailpack JA and I've never used Mailpack. At them money, just to show you how I believe in them money, Zane, I have some shares in a Mailpack. How about Canada? I would have to ask. So you say calligraphy, you can link them up on IG and get some more info. They are located just off Agley Park Road. Let me see. 3 Grants Crescent, Kingston 10. Off Agley Park Road. That is where they are. But they deliver for free in Kingston and St. Andrew and parts of St. Catherine. I think Portmore. So if you live in those areas, they deliver for free. You understand? So that is the next thing. And they carry come in your yard and you work. Anyway you want them carry it come and this of them carry it come. Something there. $960 per pound. No man, about $500 per pound. Mario then charge, man. And you see, sometimes as low as $300 Jamaican dollars, depends on something. So, I don't know. And I'm tell you, say, I have never had an issue. There's nothing when me ever order when me not get it. And if there's an issue, it's normally on Amazon side of the fence. I'm going to get my things them. You understand what I say? So I do sorry things set up. So I can give them a link, a good youths, and them I try do a thing, and we support the youths them we I try do a thing, because we know how easy it is for the youths them to go do foolishness about it. You understand? 1+ Courier JA. And if you are a business operator, Zane, and you have a business where you want to, you know what I mean, make the people them know about, feel free to link me as a teach. Zane, you see me, everything is about money. And you guys give to me whichever way, so I don't know if me can give on the back some things. You understand? So, the last part of the stream, each stream, I am willing to make the viewers them know about a business where some young people, some, you understand, I try do some things. Not a problem. That's something that I am willing to do. So, next week, we are going to big up DS Electronics Unlimited. You understand? I don't know when gone. I know when the day about in gone. You understand? And DS a man who have spending money and make me do advertisement for him already. But I go do that one day for him for free. I'm a G. See, you're not really young, you're not really old neither, but a good youth. Peeps, big up on yourself. 1+ Courier JA Limited, 3 Grants Crescent off Ackley Park Road. Support the thing. Free shipping, Kingston, St. Andrew, Portmore, I think. You understand? Very affordable shipping rates and a cool youths. You see me? Yeah, man, big up on yourself. So if you have a business, a legal business, and your product is not some... Oh, you're there. Big up DS. May I tell you, Sunday night, may I big up DS. I'm telling you, that man, they fix everything. The relationship, man, look for fix it now. A true relationship, now, no transistor in it. That's why the man don't fix it. You understand? And 2 fuse. So I just that go on. But they might work on it. They man, they fix your TV, your AC. I lie. I don't want to tell you no lie about, but they do a lot of them things here. You understand? So, you know what I mean? It's just me giving back to my viewers. If you are a business operator and you want to advertise your business, feel free to link me up and say, yo, teach, me I do that something here. Make the people them know. I have absolutely no issue. It's me giving back to you. You understand? Yeah, man. Big up on yourself. Check out the people them. 1+ Courier JA. You understand? Them not ask me to do this. Me just do this because I youths them. As me telling say, I am a shareholder in Mailpack. And that stock is doing very well. Me start my name buy some more at the time. And thing. Sell some more back of them and buy some more stocks. And I've never used Mailpack. I may have shares in it for sure. You understand? And since night Mario then cast some things can drop off. You see me? And thing. Peeps, big up on yourself. You understand? So you're going to sign up for free. You get your American warehouse address. You ship your things them to that and them ship them out. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, bang. Simple maths. Free delivery Kingston, St. Andrew, Portmore. You understand? Peace. Teach how many news you report from 2020. Well, I don't even know, you know. I couldn't even tell you too much if you ask me. Bad news that is. Oh, I started uploading on JA Positive. I did my first upload over there for a long time. So I'm going to start upload over there. So I plan to do a live stream over there so we'll discuss some positive things that are going on in the country. But I don't have to feel so heavy and stressed out when I talk about some things. I am not sure. I probably want to stream that one morning, like when I go to work, when I can listen to me while I drive, or when I drink coffee tea. You understand? And then sitting there when I commute on the train and we talk about some things. Probably one Wednesday morning, I look into it. But you are going with it. I'm here, now sleep at night time, brother. And then by the time he drop asleep in the morning, the cock start draw for them jaws, like, cock say, give me my jaws. Put on them jaws, like, you understand? So that go on more time, it's lock sleep. I don't saw things set up. So, probably a Wednesday morning, because you know we have premiere Tuesday night, we stream on Friday, yes, upon Sunday. So in midweek, there's like one Wednesday morning, we talk about some positive things we are going on in our country. We'll start the Wednesday morning. But one good one, 6:30, 7 o'clock. There about, drink on a coffee tea. And then sitting and one commute, go work and thing. Oh, look, we see, what start today. You understand? Peace, big up on yourself. Appreciate the support, appreciate the love. You understand? Appreciate the advice, the guidance. Appreciate the loyalty. You understand? And wanna big up on yourself. I appreciate love the ones them. You see me? You know what I mean? Tuesday, interview premiere. Thing that is General Trees. So look out for that. You know, we stream again Sunday evening, 7:30 US time. Depends on whether on 1 hour ahead of me or what. I don't even know. You know, probably about 6:30 early stream and stream for about 1 hour. What do you think? I don't know. We say, we experiment with it and see what work. See, how the channel they stay true, I don't upload but I don't even know what time most of the viewers them they're around there. And see. Yeah. And but we say 1 hour ahead. Oh. So I mean if at 6:30 you wanna see it 7:30 then man, a good time in that man. I'm gonna run it off 6:30. And then things say, what I say but we need to highlight some positive things we are going about. Because that go on, you know. But through the negative is so much and people tend to be attracted to negative things. And those them things that take a limelight most of the time. So Miles, Scarlett, what go on family? Long time I not see the one, you know. 1 hour ahead. Alright, so okay. 1 hour ahead. We see what go on. We see. Probably at 7 o'clock then. One look at middle ground where everybody can see peace side. You see it? And things. So look out for that. Big up to the people that will watch the start extra class streaming 1 hour earlier since no, that not always possible, brother. You understand? That not always possible. And sometimes it may not seem so, but sometimes me even late for the 8 o'clock, 8:30 time slot. So we just show us that sometimes we just have some other things I deal with. So I can't commit to that. I've thought about it. I'll probably experiment with it and see. But I don't know. But I appreciate the suggestion. I'll make a note of it and see if it's feasible. And these things. Yeah. Big up to the people them who watch TD clips. You know, some look up snippets of things and you know what I mean, something different and we're gone. Seeing and I start up now with J Positive. I started uploading again on Jamaica. Haven't done so in a week or so, but we soon get everything balanced. We just work out the logistics and them something. Steve, a long time I not playing a ball, you know. I buy a football the other day. Well, I buy a size 1 ball for my son and buy football for myself and one RP. So I'm gonna start juggle again at least. But a long time I not playing a ball, bro. Long time I not playing a ball. You understand? I need some football again, but brother, where me live, most of them people here, they lock up in their house here, my lord. You understand? And they feel odd, so you know, most of the time, they feel they rough, bro. Zane, if good feel, now use right, you know. I don't know what go on. There's someone to play some ball out, so. But, I don't know, what I need to play some. If I have me alone, start, you know, do some juggling again and get back. My muscles muscle memory up and running. But a long time I not playing a ball for choose still. You see me? But I go find a way to play a little ball, man. And think, cause we don't lose it, you know, we still have look like left, but you don't want to go. Peace, big up on yourself. J Positive, TD Clips, Jamaica. Feel free to subscribe if you so desire you're able to. I would appreciate it. If not, everything good, see me. You understand? Big up to the ones that will subscribe to the whole of the channel. I don't know how to do it, you know. You understand? The kind that rough, you know. Between me and you, me know say rough, you know. So if you don't subscribe to the whole of them, I understand. I'm not all against, you know. Because that enough channel that from one man. But me know, you know, I'm good people, I want to do the right thing, I want to do something. So, JA Positive, kind of up and running now. I think I have a next story where I want to post over there, so but we'll see where thing go. Make a start, man. People will join. You know, me think about that to still in a brother. Zane. Oh, no want more than 1, 3, 4 man or nice go juggling and some man who can juggle, brother. Because I can't bother with the lame juggling. You understand what I say? I'm want, when I don't juggle, me I sweat, me not just juggle. You understand? The juggling have a hat. You see me? So I just say thing go. We need to record a couple clips of some juggling because people don't know so we kind of bad pan a little left, you know. But one of them thing, you see me? But me start, man, me football and out there. See, now I buy one RP and thing and Zane, so I'm going to start do a look at it. So, I'm plan for those still is go jog run the scheme a couple times with the ball at Jewel with. And one night you could jog in that, you understand, get a start. That's all good things. I don't know, what you say? I need to look a ball game. I die for Amir start walk. I think can play look a ball because it's rough. You see me? Yeah, man. Peace. Big up on yourself. Sunday, 8:30. Make me there chat all night. Sunday, 8:30. Make it a date and don't be late. You know what I think, though? Go and look feet. Get book feet. See? And any business operator out there who is a part of the family, see? And even if you're not a business operator and somebody in your family have a business where them not sell no sex enhancing product or no sex ties or no bleaching cream or nothing illegal. Zane, you link me and you understand with many people them know so that business they are going and you can go support it. You understand what I say? And thing. No bleaching cream or no sex ties them Peeps. Enjoy your weekend. Sunday, big up on yourself. Walk good. Step with Jah. Safe travel up on the gravel. You know what the thing got. TD Clips, Jamaica, JA Positive, all under the Teach Them umbrella. All of those are my channels. You understand? I don't service them as much as I would like to. You understand? Because sometimes the main channel takes a lot. The interviews just to shoot them and edit them takes a lot sometimes. And them something there. Big thing Sunday morning, Liverpool, 11 o'clock. Well, make me say go down. I just want to know so me deal with Aston Villa and hold on for my 3 points and hold on for either a 3rd place or a 4th place and call it a season, yes, sir? And prepare for the Champions League final and see what go on around there, sir. You see my jersey, you know, I don't even know what going on, you know. And this is not even a Chelsea jersey, it's just a shirt. But it look like a Chelsea jersey. My Chelsea jersey runs so I will take it out. You understand? Keep it, you understand? Fresh. Me need a new jersey, you know. Either Averted or Kovacic. I want one jersey. The people that were there in England, when you can't buy me 2 Chelsea jersey, let me know. Big up on yourself. Yeah. You know, if you support Chelsea, everybody just know say a teacher me I support. If it's a United fan, they buy 2 Chelsea jerseys, man, and make me get them like wear them. You understand? You know anything? Any baller, if you're not Chelsea baller, just buy 2 jerseys. But if you ask me tell you which baller jersey me want. You understand? Yeah. Big up on us. Peace, manners and respect. All of the football fans, they big up on themselves. You know, when they say United, when they say Arsenal, when they say Liverpool, when they say City, Tottenham not fans. You understand? When they say Chelsea, big up on themselves. They are them their side. Them Tottenham, them and the not fans. They know about them side. But big up to you, is real football people. Them one day we talk some ball game, cause we love it, you know. We love it, but you know what I mean. Arsenal take me stripe out here, brother. Jaja. Right now, man, them have me a straight for top 4. Arsenal have all side. I don't even know. Them man they I can't me say them man they plant up at Emirates and then can't play a ball and make it can't farm and then beat it, brother. I don't even know. But big up to all I side them. A big side them, Man U. Man U are the biggest club in England. We can't go around that. Liverpool and Man U are 2 biggest English club. Me can't go around that. But then me I do well for myself, you know. You understand? Up at Stamford Bridge, we're not business with people. We're not ready, you know. We're just doing some things when we can't win some things. Because, you know what thing go. Yes, I beg a jersey for you. I know English people want to buy me 2 jerseys. Believe I pressure them. I'm not big up on myself. Me soon. When a jersey time, I'm not link me. It depends. Give me a large one there. Because I reckon I'm kind of large like. If it slim back down, me take in it. Yeah, man, just give me a large. Yeah. Kai Havertz is going to be a superstar. I love a jersey there. See? Mateo Kovacic. I'm a baller. You understand? And Thiago Silva. Any one of them 3 there. But number 8 is my favorite number still. So think about that too. So give me 8, me take it. Number 8 is my favorite number. Just I put it out there. Me gone. Peeps. All when Arsenal have about Chelsea have to hold a beat. Everything good, man. I mean, right now, no to finish 19th, you know, so no good. I mean, I worry about no. Everything alright. You understand? So you can go and wobble. Peace, big up on yourself. One day, I need to do a look at sports calling vibes. I have a reason with the ones them, but it's a good look of vibe. I think about it. And enough baller about it, enough club supporter. Yeah, man, but big up the United fans them. I don't always get along because I think on the hype. Big up the Arsenal fans them. I don't live in the past. Big up the Liverpool fans them. The new fans them, because for the last 20 years, Liverpool now no fans. Big up City fans, you know, yesterday's supporters. Big up my Chelsea fans, you know, heart of love. Not too trouble, you know. You understand? Peeps, what good? Step with ya. Safe travel upon the gravel. You understand me, sir? Oh, Mason Mount. Yeah, man. Mason maturing into a wonderful baller. You understand? But Kaya class, man. The man, him smooth. Him smooth. When he settle, him a different class. Yeah, man. But Mason a real baller. Peace, big up on yourself. Me soon. Me done time. Me gone. Me all hungry too. Me all forgot. Big up on yourself. Night, Sunday, then time, heart of love, out.
Thank you for tuning in. Like the stream before you go. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Remember to share the stream with your family and friends and browse the channel for more amazing content. Until next time, walk good, my friends.
Teach them. Hey, yo, hello. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.